Your team has finished under 500 in each of the last two seasons away from home. Is there a key or skill that you need to consistently win on the road in the ACC? And then my other question is, this is the first time you've seen Virginia in almost 23 months. Have you noticed anything different about their team this year?
Yeah. Winning on the road in the ACC is just very difficult. And we always say that road wins count double in this program. If an ACC road win, we count as triple. I mean, they're that hard. We had a practice today, and the freshman wanted the fouls and all that, and we're like, you are a freshman in the ACC going to play on the road. You're not getting that call. So it's just a matter of toughness and finishing games. But we feel. I really like my squad. And depth sometimes has been an issue the last couple of years, but hopefully I think this year, hopefully that we're all back and healthy, that, you can sustain or withstand more so some adversity, because it happens. And it happens more on the road than it does at home. That's just the way it is. And that's why I love this conference. In terms of Virginia, I've seen them play a couple games this year already. They are completely different. If we had played them last year, I would have to burn the tape anyway, because they have a revamped roster, a couple returners, but mainly they're doing a really nice job. They're way more physical than I was expecting them to be. Their inside presence is amazing, and they got a couple of really, really special perimeter players. So I think they're like the league's little secret. So we'll see. This is going to be a very important game for us.
Next question comes from Michelle. Go ahead, Michelle.
All right. Katie, can you just talk about, with the, I hate to keep bringing up that bad 5-letter word, but the COVID, it seemed like everything was moving along swimmingly. And then all of a sudden this Omicron shows up. You guys had to miss, the Duke game. At least you didn't have to forfeit it in the end. But,
Right.
How has this affected your team's ability to prepare and also just to stay mentally focused, because everybody's a little distracted, it seems?
It's really hard, and adding on top of that, I think some of our players that could not therefore go home, they were quarantined. So that's when you said the emotional and mental aspect of it all. I think physically everybody's going to be just fine. It seems to be good, but emotionally and mentally, just that, nobody was ready for another year of the rescheduling and the year of the who we playing and the year of the game postponed, forfeited, canceled. Are we playing this opponent? Are we not? That was just, I think we're going to see a little bit more of it, but obviously I don't think it's going to be with the ACC's legislation and the CDC's legislation now, or recommendations. I don't think it will be as disruptive, but that was hard. It was, come off an 86-point performance, playing great. Lola's double-double. Paula finally plays. You have all this great news. We're rolling. We're ready to start the ACC, and just so fired up. Got through finals and everything, and just right when we had a chance to really ramp it up, we got shut down, and we're ramping it up again. And because of the quirk of a schedule, we have a bye when everyone else is playing on Thursday, and we need to take advantage of that and get a couple more practices in where we have a squad that we can actually scrimmage.
Thank you.
Next question comes from Wyatt Kopelman. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Coach, you mentioned a short while ago this team's potential of scoring the 70s after you all started closer to the 50s earlier this season. How much closer do you see this team continuing to attain to that standard, given the win streak and your momentum and getting more people involved rather than just the veteran guards in this team?
Well, another couple of things. We still don't have Destiny, and it's close. It's very close. So we're very hopeful. So, but Meier really wasn't completely back. Those are two young ladies that were able to take advantage and get some rehab in and really strengthen their legs. That was the only. So today in practice, like in terms of scoring, Meier scores, we all know that, but boy, does she generate. And she generates tons of opportunities and tons of possessions with her defense. She generates tons of assists when she penetrates and draws the defense. And to have Meier having that little stop-start burst back makes us really different. In the meantime, we had two freshman guards, Julia and Lachey, that took advantage of Meier and Destiny, not being full, and they have gotten incredible experience and playing time. So, if you gotta, I hate to qualify it, but you gotta keep saying if, because, it's just as soon as I got my roster figured out, it gets unfigured out for you. But we have the potential to be a very threatening team in terms of attacking the rim and playing fast. And now we just got to get our legs back and get everybody, healthy and running, because that's a good 20 points a game for us, Wyatt. And I think that, haven't seen us. If we're not running, we're not scoring in over 70. So we absolutely got to get those open court attacks. And we got some really electric players that can generate for us.